your initial contact, and the Better Business Bureau has actually, it looks like maybe I'm going to get a settlement through the Better Business Bureau.
Okay.
So it was helpful.
All right, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Okay.
I have to run too, so.
Okay, well, thank you for supporting this,
Yep.
Jim.
Sure, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so minimize the identification information and number of cards you carry. Take only what you actually need. Now, someone brought that up over here. I don't know who said that. But when you go out, take only what you need. All right? You don't want to take your Social Security card and your, but that's up to you. I don't care what you do. But I mean, I don't mean to say that sarcastic. But the thing is, watch, what you put in your wallet as you know what you do.
Well, I'll tell you something too. I was applying for an apartment that they had sent, because I had sent for information from this place before, and they had sent me, they were opening up new apartments, but they only had 6 that they were opening up to new people or something. So they had sent me this application to fill out, and right on one year they had like your Social Security number. Look, and you see me, when I come to the interview with you, then you might get that.
Right.
But I'm not putting my Social Security number on that paper.
Right, that's
So,
right.
I did.
Right.
I came here and James Jones helped me to fill it out and to fax it to him.
Okay, so here's a classic example of one of our IL specialists helping one of you guys. That's beautiful to hear that.
Now see, on my application that I did yesterday for a job, I put my, Social Security down.
Right.
And I'm thinking, should I have done that?
Well, you already did it, so.
I mean, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
should I have done it? I was thinking that,
Oh, you mean to yourself? Yeah, like to yourself, yeah. Well, put it this way, have you all learned something from this today? Have you? Robert?
Yeah, if I have what you didn't hear,
Yeah,
a little harder.
yeah, you learned something too. So that's, important.
And I find out too, Sandra,
Yeah,
like when you are sending for your credit card, sending your statement that they send you for the monthly payment or whatever, some credit card companies have you put up your whole credit card number, but some companies just the last 4 digits of
yeah, they're doing that
your,
now.
yeah, your number.
Right,
And that's good because it'll take, you have to find out what the other part is.
right, right.
That's a good thing to do.
Right. So be careful when using ATM machines and long-distance phone calls.
Long distance?
Yeah. Well, some people actually get when I was doing that, I don't have a phone like that now. But when you call like overseas or somewhere like long distance or on your regular phone too. All right? So be careful when using these. Who knows here when using an ATM machine? What's so bad about that? Who knows that in this class? Rosalind.
It's too open for me,
Right.
Anybody could, especially if they have it, like they have them in Wawa.
They do.
They have them, it's too open. They have in some stores that you can go right there and use it, while you're in the store. The area is too open. You don't know who's looking at you. Specific example. Sunday, we coming out of church, one of our church members is an ATM machine right across the street. It's like a Quickie Mart.
Yeah, in Philly, right?
And over there in the parking lot. So she goes over there, she had put, her, for, you know, her offerings and her tithes in church, so she went to get some money.
She needed cash for that, right.
Yeah. So she goes over there, and this guy was sitting in his car watching her.
Wow.
And she goes to the ATM machine, and she uses it, and she goes to go back to her car. Well, he approached her, and he said to her, this is a holdup. Well, her and him got in a fight right there in the parking lot.
Oh, my goodness.
And it happened that some other church members, because we were letting out, seen what was going on and went over there to help her. He
Wow.
punched her and jumped in his car, but they had got his license number. And the mark, they had the parking lot, they had security cameras. So they got his face, they got they got the car, the license tag of his car. So that was stupid. But it was kind of dumb for her, she was fighting. He didn't get her money neither, because they got to fighting, for real,
See?
And,
And here's an innocent day, you go to church.
You know what, some of them that they're doing though, like I know the Beneficial Bank over down on 541, I never seen an ATM like this where the door is locked. You have to use your card to go in, and when you close behind it, it's locked. That's
Yeah.
the first
It's like in the
one I ever
vestibule.
seen. Yeah.
We go
It's in the
to,
vestibule,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the first one I ever seen.
wait,
like
no,
that.
there's one group of my friends, and we stay in the car, and my girlfriend goes in. And she's not eye shot, and I'm thinking, like, I tell her husband, I go, well, maybe you should go in there with her, But then who am I, because anything could happen to her in there. Because I see people get out of the car and well, they're there for their business.
Right.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be 100 years old, you could be like this beautiful lady with blonde hair and blue eyes and, a teenager.
Right.
And, something could happen in there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or drop something, or,
Yeah.
where they got you to is in a post office too. They actually, because you always have your money out quick because you're buying your stamps, So they kind of watch you. So then back to carrying the right amount. See, it's going to take a little more discipline for you. But the point of the thing is, an ounce of prevention is what?
Worth a pound of cure.
Of what?
Worth a pound of cure.
Very good.
I know it has something to do with cure, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have a workshop on that about sayings. The sayings, just different sayings. An ounce of prevention is what?
Worth a pound of cure.
A pound of cure, right? So you want to, make a list of all your credit card account numbers and bank numbers with customer service, phone numbers, and keep it in a safe place. If you request a new credit card and it doesn't arrive in an appropriate period of time, call to make sure someone has not filed a change of address to you. I don't really like that, if you apply for a credit card and then they come to your house, the mail comes to your house, and then you say, okay. Everybody could take it. One of the neighbors, I don't know, I'm funny with that. So I don't do that.
But it doesn't tell you when they send you your credit card there. It doesn't say that it's a credit card. It doesn't say that from where it comes. All credit cards come from Delaware or something or other. I guess that's the center for it. But it doesn't say what's on it. It could be a statement,
Right.
or something.
Right. Well, I know years ago, but I gave up regular credit cards for years now. I don't have, you're better, some people need them,
I know how to use it.
but see, if you know how to use it, because everybody too, there's Audrey, you had to talk?
Yeah, I use my debit card a lot. And then there was that big scam at Target. But, it's like I keep the receipts and then I enter them in my checkbook. And then I check it with my bank statement to make sure, it is in agreement is the best way to say it.
Well, we had a workshop, actually maybe Roz, because she's very faithful about being here every week. Do you remember that we had that workshop on credit cards and debit cards? Remember the speaker that came in?
I remember.
Yeah. We could do that again, like in the future, without going into a lot of it now. But a lot of that is not good, using your debit, according to the speaker.
Because when I take cash with me, I don't want somebody to hit me over the head and demand cash. And also, I have a little pink pepper spray that I carry with me.
Like your pants and shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
coordinated.
But
She got a matching weapon.
Blends right in, you don't
What
know.
they say about the.
I got one in my bag too, but it isn't pink.
Okay.
You're not wearing pink, so.
What they
True.
What they say about the debit card is that it comes right out of your bank.
Right.
And if you lose that card or somebody get a hold of that number, they can clean your whole bank account out with that card.
But now my bank reimburses you if somebody comes along
You got the
and
insurance.
does that.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
insurance.
No, most banks have insurance, that's why
Yeah.
the big scare.
Mhm.
When in doubt, I tell people just to cancel their card and get a fresh one.
Yeah.
Well, the Target thing, if everybody would just, a matter of fact, Chase was offering new cards that were used at Target for people who use one of their credit cards instead
Right,
of worrying about it.
Well, I think we're going to do another one on that, because I really enjoyed that workshop, because there's a diversity with that, with the credit and debit.
Yeah, because,
And they actually, see, maybe you weren't here when they came, they actually did a role-playing, of like what to do.
because,
See, I think a demonstration is better, like for people, to play it out, like how people scam
Yeah.
you, instead of like just, but I don't even know who they were.
at one,
I think it was Consumers
some
Affairs.
okay. 'Cause at one point I was using my debit card a lot, and for high-end purchases, well, for me it was high-end, maybe not for somebody else, and the bank told me I had to come in. When I told them my credit card, or my debit card, I couldn't use it anymore because the strip was worn away, they said, you have to come in and show up and prove who you are to get another one,
Wow.
Yeah, that's it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that. Well, thank you so much, remaining class. Did you enjoy the workshops today?
Yeah. So what happened to the other people? They didn't come?
They had a really strict emergency
Okay.
for the state of New Jersey.
Oh.
So, he sent me some training on it, and I went over it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I went over it with him. You see, with all my speakers, I go over before I even come out here, in case they don't show up.
Okay.
And, but I never tell the class what it's about,
Okay.
because it ruins it,
Okay.
okay? So thank you very much, all right? So,
Thank you for giving us the information.
all right, so did you, all right, thank you for it, but did all of you learn something from it today?
Oh, yeah.
I'm-
It'd be a little more mistrustful.
Oh, I've learned not to trust anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Because
Okay.
when my house was robbed, when Karen passed away, it was done by her son
Oh, gosh.
or a friend of his because of the time zone and how it was done, so
Yeah.
I've learned you don't trust anybody.
Yeah. Tim, do me a favor and ask Kathleen how to shut that off, because she's back here.
You know, some towns, and this is real quick, if I go away for a couple of days, I let my police officers know, and they'll come in and check your yard
Yeah.
every couple of hours. They sign a form stating they're there, and when you return back, they give you this card stating that they were there.
Yeah.
Because I've jiggled a lock before and an alarm went off my house.
Yeah.
But there are things that people don't realize are out there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming, all of you. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that, all right?
I like your hat, I want to tell you. Is it hand knit?
I got this from my Columbus sale. When he's out of
Because I
Columbus
got
sale.
this at Columbus sale too.
I'm looking to get another one, and next time I go out there, if
Yeah.
it's,
It looks nice.